Hello everyone, I'm Dewi Darmayanti from English Language Education. So today I would like to tell you about business English. So in this presentation, there are 4 topics that will be discussed. The first one is how to respond if you are receiving an award. The second one is when to propose a toast. The third one is types of toast. And then the last one is how to respond to a toast. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start the presentation to the first topic. Okay, so how to respond if you are receiving an award. Maybe someday you will receive an award from your company or any other workplaces. When receiving an award, you have to know how to respond it. So here, there are points to remember. The first one is always thank to the people responsible for making the award. The second one is thank to people who have helped you to win it. For instance, your coworkers who nominated you. And the last one is thank the person who makes the presentation as they hand you the prize. These 3 points are very important to remember because by saying thank you means respecting other people. Okay, so next we move to the second topic. Alright everyone, before I tell you about when to propose a toast, I want you to know what toast is. So, according to Cambridge Dictionary, a toast is an expression respect for someone who is shown by drinking a glass of alcohol, especially wine, after a short speech. So next, when to propose a toast. So toasting is usually done at various events, including the first one is foreign guests who are visiting at the time of the event. Next, any officials, dignitaries, or government ministers in attendance. The third one, the link partner in any newly agreed event business deals rising from the event. The fourth one is any friends or colleagues who are leaving or retiring, and conversely any new staff members. The next one, elderly members or special guests at your table. The sixth one, anyone who is newly married or has just become a parent for the first time. And then anyone who has recently been promoted or awarded with an honor. The last one is anyone you feel deserves a special thank you for any reason. Okay, we continue. So, toasting is usually done or given at the beginning of the meal or at the beginning of the dessert course. So, at the beginning of the meal, the host will often remain seated and make the toast to welcome everyone. While at the beginning of the dessert course, the host may propose a toast to the guest of honor. At this time, it's traditional that should remain seated and should not drink a toast. Everyone, now I would like to tell you about toasting etiquette. So there are do and don't in toasting etiquette, and I'll tell you the do first. So the first do is do let the host lead. Typically, the host of the event will present the first toast of the evening. The second do is do get others involved. Nothing is more comfortable than inviting friends to a toast together, so this is one of the most important things in a toast. The third one is do remember timing is everything. Yeah, so a successful toast is one that has been well planned and rehearsed in advance. A toast is not to be confused with a roast, and the shorter the toast, the better. This allows the party to continue with the natural flow and will not distract or disrupt ongoing conversation. Okay, yeah, so the last two is do raise your empty glass in a pinch. When participating in a group of toasts and having found yourself without any liquid, simply raise your glass and pretend to make a drink, and stopping the entire room to refill your glass would stunt the momentum of the toast. It's always a good idea to have a glass filled with some type of any liquid. Yeah, so the next is don't. Yeah, so the first don't is don't bang your glass. So it will be better if you lift your glass towards the center of the room to indicate you are about to begin rather than bang your glass. The second one is don't feel the need to clink. While traditionally, the clinking glasses was a custom thought to drive away evil spirits. If someone reaches towards you for a clink, don't hesitate to reciprocate, but it's not necessary to run around the table or room clinking each and every glass. The third don't is don't drink to yourself. If the host proposes a toast in your honor, don't raise your glass or take a drink until everyone has taken a drink and put their glasses back down on the table. Taking sip during your own toast would be similar to patting yourself on the back. Okay, so the last don't is don't forget to toast the host. It is no small feat to pull off a successful event, and honoring your host with a toast is a nice way to show your gratitude. Say something like, "Thank you for including all of us in such a fun and festive party or event. You made out of your way to make this evening special, and your hard work has recently been paid off." Okay, everyone, next we move to the third topic, namely types of toast. So toast has two types, namely formal and informal. Informal toast, before toasting, there are several things to remember, namely preparation and get the attention of the audiences. So in preparation, writing down what you will say before toasting is important to do in formal toast to avoid the feeling of nervous and also stiff. The second one is get the attention of the audiences. This is also important because sometimes audiences are talking to another and don't listen to your words when toasting. So getting the audience's attention is very important, and this can be done by calling the audiences or tapping the spoon. Alright, so to make you more understand about toasting, I'll give you the example of formal toast to someone joining the company. So the person proposing the toast should stand up, tap a glass with his or her spoon, or ring a bell to get the attention of the guests or audiences. Then say something like, "Many of you will know Alistair's contribution to Strong and Company for the last 10 years. And I know some of you worked with him at Barford's in the 1970s. All of you know, as I do, of Alistair's enormous energy, commitment and drive qualities we know will be valued here. I ask you to please stand, raise your glasses and drink to Alistair Gordon." So based on the example that I said, the guests except Alistair Gordon will now get to their feet and raise their glasses, and all will say to Alistair Gordon, and then the guests will drink. Alistair Gordon here should smile and say thank you. Okay, so now we move to the second type of toast, namely informal toast. Here there are 4 points to remember. The first one is picking the right time to give the toast. So to make the informal toast successful, you need to be able to pick a moment to give your toast when the energy level is high. This can occur early on or toward the end of the event. The second one is make sure the toast has one single clear theme to it. You need to select a theme for the toast that you want to give because the audiences will not be willing to spend time trying to determine just exactly what you mean. The third point is find some common ground between the person that you will be toasting and the audiences. Here, you have to find a way to tap into the emotions that are currently being felt by your audiences. And the last point is always truly mean what you are saying. Here, you have to make sure that every one of your words is sincere. Then the intention behind the words that you are saying can be felt by your audiences. And being genuine and speaking from the heart. Alright everyone, now I'll give you the example of formal toast. So the person making this type of toast might choose to remain seated, and after capturing the attention of those at the function, say something like, I hope you have all got something in your glasses because I think we should drink a toast to Alistair. Welcome on board. I'm sure everyone here joins me when I say that we'll look forward to working with you. To Alistair. Okay, so now we move to the end of this presentation, how to respond to a toast. The first one is to not raise or drink from your glass. The second one, the individual being toasted may raise their glass and say thank you, and if they choose, propose a toast to others. Next, keep your reply short and sweet because this is not a speech. So just keep it simple. The fourth one is avoid jokes even if you are good at telling them. The last one is avoid anecdotes that are personal, as not everyone will be the same page with you. Okay, this is the example of toasting response about wedding party. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my wife and myself, thank you for the gracious toast to our health and happiness. We appreciate your kind words and good wishes. I'm indeed a lucky man to have found Michelle to be my wife and to have all of you here today to share our joy and happiness. I return the toast to all of you. So here, everyone should remain seated and respond by raising their glasses. Alright everyone, that's all of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do apologize if I made mistakes, and I hope you got information from this video. Bye bye.